Hello students, welcome to the fourth session of trigonometric ratios and identities. Now let us start today allied angles. Before going to allied angles, this diagram I think all of you know, and this one is a circle. I have taken a point P of x comma y on the circle, and now here drop a perpendicular from P onto x axis. So this is x, y, and this one is r, nothing but under root of x square plus y square. Then you know very well these are sin theta, cos theta, all we have done already. Now I am taking the other angle, that is 90 minus theta. Now 90 minus theta, if I write sin 90 minus theta is opposite side. For 90 minus theta, opposite side is here x divided by r. So this is x divided by r, sin 90 minus theta equal to x by r, and that is nothing but in terms of theta if you take, it is x divided by r, okay. So that is why you got sin 90 minus theta equal to how much? Cos theta. And next one is, if I take cos 90 minus theta, that is here cos. For this 90 minus theta, the adjacent side is nothing but how much? Y. So y divided by r, this is in terms of 90 minus theta. And now the same value in terms of theta if I write, then it is sin theta equal to y divided by r. That is why we said cos 90 minus theta equal to sin theta. In the same way you can write tan 90 minus theta equal to cot theta. Now the other values, other three values you know very well, just nothing but reciprocal of these three values. So now where we apply this concept exactly? Suppose if I take sin square a plus sin square b equal to 1, this is the value, and now the condition is a plus b equal to 90 degrees, or you can say the two angles are complementary angles, then we can say sin square a plus sin square b equal to 1. In the same way we can say the other result as cos square a plus cos square b equal to 1, and next one it is tan a into tan b equal to also 1. So these are the results which we can say when the two angles a and b are complementary angles. Now how you got this value? If I take b equal to 90 minus a, then sin b equal to sin 90 minus a, and hence this value is nothing but how much? Cos a. So sin b equal to nothing but how much? Cos a. Therefore if I take sin square a plus sin square b, now this is nothing but how much? Sin square a plus cos square a. This identity you know already. What is this value? It is 1. Therefore you got sin square a plus sin square b equal to 1. So once you know about the two angles are complementary angles, no need of writing every time in this way, just have a glance, then immediately you write the answer as here 1. In the same way cos square a plus cos square b also you can write as 1. Then this one also we know about, here b is how much here? 90 minus a, then if you take here tan function, tan b equal to tan of 90 minus a, then tan 90 minus a, what is the value? Cot a, and therefore you got tan b equal to how much? Cot a. So tan a into tan b equal to what is the value? Tan a into cot a. This is equal to how much now? 1. Hence whenever the two angles are complementary, that is a plus b equal to 90 degrees, then these three results we can use. Later while doing problems we can see what is the use of these three formulae. Let us see this diagram, because we want to discuss about angles in second quadrant, that is regarding obtuse angle. Now what I am doing is, the line OP just rotate here. Observe diagram carefully dear students. The line OP we are rotating exactly 90 degrees through anti-clockwise direction. First one, it is theta angle. The line OP is making with positive direction of x axis in anti-clockwise direction is theta. Now the same line you are rotating in anti-clockwise direction exactly 90 degrees, okay. Then what is the angle? This is 90, already you have theta, therefore the total angle you got how much here? 90 plus theta. Same line we rotated implies this is again r only. Now observe here, this is 90 plus theta, and all of you know about straight line angle is how much? 180 degrees. Therefore this leftover angle is how much now? 90 minus theta. Hence the total angle how much you got here? 180 degrees, right? Now this is 90 minus theta and it is here 90 degrees. Therefore what is the angle here? Theta. Now if you observe this right angle triangle and OPM right angle triangle, suppose if you observe these two right angle triangles, they are congruent. Now if you observe here opposite to R, it is right angle, here also opposite to R, right angle, and opposite to theta, what is the side we are having? Y. So opposite to theta, here also you should have y only. Here opposite to theta you got y, so here also opposite to theta y. And next one, opposite to 90 minus theta, what is the side you are having? X. Therefore here also opposite to 90 minus theta it should be x only. Now students, I think you got complete idea regarding the diagram. Now what is sine of 90 plus theta? Same definition, nothing is new. Sine of 90 plus theta is the opposite side. What is the opposite side? X divided by hypotenuse, how much it is? R. So now I am writing here sine of 90 plus theta. This 90 you can use as pi by 2 also. So 90 plus theta equal to how much I got? X divided by R. This is opposite side. And now this x value, suppose I want to write the same value in terms of only theta, that is acute angle. Then what is the value here? Theta. Then from this diagram you observe it is x divided by r is nothing but cos theta. Therefore you got sin 90 plus theta equal to cos theta. And observe here in second quadrant these y coordinate, that means this value is always positive, whereas this value you can observe here negative value. That's why here we write. And next, what is the other value? Cos of 90 plus theta if I take, then cos 90 plus theta. What is the adjacent side? For 90 plus theta, the adjacent side is here y divided by r. But here this is second quadrant. In second quadrant this value is negative. Hence I will write here minus y divided by r, and this is from that diagram minus sin theta. Observe dear students. So this is sin 90 plus theta, you got cos theta, and cos 90 plus theta equal to minus sin theta. Why we are finding first of all these values? Because in many problems, yesterday we have observed the tabular form 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees and 90 degrees. So these we observed. If these are the values, any student directly they can write the answer easily. That's why when more than these angles are coming, then we want to reduce in smallest acute angle. That is the purpose of finding sin 90 plus theta in terms of cos theta. That means theta value a smallest acute angle. For example, if I write sin 110 degrees, sin 110 degrees, clearly you know it is obtuse angle. Now this obtuse angle I want to write in terms of acute angle. Then you can make use of simply sin of 90 plus how much? 20 degrees. Now sin of 90 plus 20, if you observe in terms of theta, here you got how much? 20 degrees, right students? Now this value is nothing but how much? Simply cos 20 degrees. So you got here from obtuse angle to the value reduced to how much here? Acute angle. Similarly, if I want suppose cos 125 degrees, okay, 125 degrees. Then what is this value here? Cos of 90 plus how much it is? 35 degrees. And cos 90 plus theta, that means what I wrote here, only 125 I wrote as 90 plus 35. Why you can get a doubt, why only 90 plus? It could be 60 plus or it could be some other value. As you know about these kind of values, that's why we are writing this as 90 plus. Now cos 90 plus means here in terms of theta you got which value? 35 degrees. Therefore, this is nothing but how much? Minus sin 35 degrees. So, you got the value in terms of what again? Acute angle. So, that is the reason why we are finding 90 plus theta. Later we are going to find 180 minus theta, 180 plus theta also. The reason behind all this is we want to convert them in terms of smallest acute angles. Okay. Now students, let us see this diagram. Same circle, same point P of x comma y. See this diagram. Now I have rotated the same line OP, just like previous only. In previous diagram we rotated exactly 90 degrees. But now I am rotating the same line OP in such a way that the leftover angle here it should be theta only. Okay, that much. Suppose here you are having here this is the line 30 degrees. Understand? Now I rotate the line such that this will be again how much? 30 degrees. That means how much we rotated here? From here to here you observe the angle of rotation. So same 30 degrees I want to maintain. So this line from here to here you have to rotate. That means if I rotate 120 degrees from here to here, thereby the leftover how much now? 30 degrees. Now here the total angle I am telling about the total angle. It is 180 minus theta. Now if it is 180 minus theta, leftover angle already we said theta. So sum of this is angle of straight line 180 degrees balanced. Now about this is theta, as usual this is 90 minus theta and this is 90 degrees. Then if you observe these two triangles, again they are congruent. Therefore, opposite to theta, as usual we maintained y here, here also y, and opposite to 90 minus theta x here and here also x. Now let us start again. Sin of 180 minus theta, okay, sin of 180 minus theta to this angle, exactly what is the opposite side? Y, divided by hypotenuse is r. So I am writing sin of 180 minus theta equal to, it is opposite side divided by hypotenuse. Now the same value if you observe in terms of the acute angle, then this value is nothing but how much again? Opposite side by hypotenuse, that also. So this is equal to how much here? Sin theta. Okay, that means we observed already obtuse angles if you take for sine functions, the result you will get again positive. This theta is acute and therefore you observe here sin theta value is positive. So sine of obtuse angle answer you got how much here? Positive. Similarly, if I take cos 180 minus theta, okay, then this is adjacent side to 180 minus theta. What is the adjacent side? X value, but this x is negative in second quadrant. This belong to here which value? Second one. Therefore, this x is negative and hence I am writing here minus x divided by r. And what is minus x by r? Actually minus of cos theta. Therefore, this is minus cos theta. And the rest you know as usual, that is tan 180 minus theta. I can write sin divided by cos and hence you got minus tan theta. Now you can observe here theta being acute angle minus tan negative, theta being acute minus cos negative. So we have observed in this second quadrant, what about the results? Earlier we have taken sin cosecant only positive, the rest all negative values. In the same way, you got even in the result also. So, where this result is applicable, suppose I want to find cos 120 degrees, okay, then I will write it as cos of 180 minus 60 degrees. Then what is this value? In place of this theta, you are having how much here? 60 degrees. Therefore, this 60 I am writing as minus cos 60 degrees, that is minus 1 by 2. Hence, cos 120 equal to minus half. Then you might get one doubt. What is the doubt? Why again this formula? Just now you have proved about 90 plus theta. Then why again you are taking this? The advantage of this formula is nothing but you are not necessary to change the function. Observe, cos remains cos only, sin remains sin only, tan remains tan only. So, no need of changing the function, only you have to take care of the symbol before that value. That is why here many, while doing numerical problems, instead of using 90 values, better you apply here 180 degrees. That will be very easy to us, because you can concentrate only on the symbol, that is the sign, but not on the function. No need of changing the function as it is. Now, these kind of values later we need to remember directly, we do not use all these steps also. I already told you, while doing mathematics problems, you have to do one step in the mind, one step on the paper. And next, suppose if I want to get here tan of 150 degrees, okay, tan 150 degrees, then this is equal to tan 180 minus 30 degrees, okay. Now, in terms of this theta, here you are having 30 degrees, therefore, this is minus tan 30 degrees, that is equal to minus how much? 1 by root 3. So, you got tan obtuse angle, what is the answer you got? Negative answer, okay students. Then you might get doubt again, will it be the same even if you use 90 also? Again it is same, because of the reason I am writing it as 90 plus 60, okay, 150 degrees I am writing as 90 plus 60, therefore this value is 90 value. So, just now we observed function must change, that is cot, moreover the symbol also change, minus cot 60 degrees, and you know cot 60 degrees value, it is 1 by root 3, so minus 1 by root 3. So, if you use 90 plus formula or 180 minus formula, final answer will be same, no change in that one, but only thing, the advantage is here you can concentrate only on symbol but not the function. Now students, let us see this diagram. In this diagram, now we entered to third quadrant, our journey second quadrant completed, now we entered to third quadrant. In this third quadrant, again the same line OP, we rotated same line OP exactly 180 degrees, okay, exactly 180 degrees we rotated same line OP, and hence what is the angle you got from here to here? 180 plus theta, that is angle made by the line OP dash, angle made by the line OP dash in anti-clockwise direction with the positive direction of x axis is 180 plus theta, and for this one, this is here again x value. To this one again we start here our observations, what is sin 180 plus theta, etc. Now the point P dash, where it is located? It is located in third quadrant. In third quadrant, x value negative, y value also negative, both x and y abscissa ordinate are negative, and hence now we write this value as sin of 180 plus theta, as usual, meaning that is opposite side divided by hypotenuse. Now this is y divided by r. So y means what is the value y in third quadrant? It is negative, so minus. Now this is same as from the acute diagram, it is minus sin theta, and we observed also in third quadrant sin values are negative, theta being acute, sin theta positive, positive into negative, finally the answer is negative. Now cos of 180 plus theta if I take, then this is equal to x divided by r, third quadrant x value abscissa are negative, and hence this is equal to minus cos theta. And next value tan of 180 plus theta, both x and y negative, but because of the reason minus divided by minus, so you got here plus value, hence the value is how much here, tan theta, that is tan value you got positive. Similarly cot 180 plus theta reciprocal, secant 180 plus theta reciprocal of cos, and this one also same. Now if I want to find suppose tan of 210 degrees, okay, 210 degrees, then we write it as tan of 180 plus 30 degrees. Then tan 180 plus 30, just now we observed the formula, it is 30. So in terms of here theta, we have substituted how much here, 30 degrees. Therefore tan 30, and this value is nothing but 1 by root 3. Now you observed the tabular form yesterday we have discussed only for 0, 30 etc. Now you are learning more angles also. 210 degrees you can write immediately, just only one step, okay, only one step you can write, even you can calculate in your mind also. Directly you can say 180 plus 30 third quadrant, hence the answer 1 by root 3. So this is the advantage of this kind of values. So dear students, just observe here, as a whole we observed first quadrant pi by 2 minus theta, and next in second quadrant pi by 2 plus theta pi minus theta, third quadrant we proved the result 180 minus 180 plus theta etc. Then as a whole if you observe, because these are very important till the end of your even engineering you can say, okay, that's why we have to give more and more stress on these formulae. In the beginning only it seems to be a little bit logical, later on you can understand very easily, no doubt in that. So don't worry about this. Let us have a glance on first quadrant. In first quadrant sin 90 minus theta, 90 or it can be here pi by 2, both are one and the same. Then this is cos all values positive, the only change you observe here, function is changing, okay, that change you have to observe. So clearly you can observe here whenever pi by 2 values are coming with odd coefficient, pi by 2 plus theta or pi by 2 minus theta with odd coefficient whenever you observe, then always the function must change. Odd multiples of 90, whether it is plus symbol or minus symbol, but once it is pi by 2 multiple with odd, then immediately function changes. How the function is changing? Sine changes as cosine, and cosine changes as here sine, easy only, sine cosine. And next tangent changes as here cotangent, and cotangent changes as here tangent. And next one secant changes as cosecant, and cosecant changes as here secant. Not new functions, those are interchanging, understand. So if you observe odd multiples of pi by 2 plus symbol or minus symbol, first function must change. After that you have to check about quadrant. If it is first quadrant, all you can observe here positive symbols. As you know about these three, their reciprocals are nothing but the other three. So as it is you can get all positive with change of function. Now let us consider here second quadrant. In second quadrant it is 90 plus, because second quadrant means it here covers 92 till where here 180 degrees, 90 to 180 degrees, that is why we are taking here above 90 but below how much here 180 degrees, above 90 but below 180 degrees. So above 90 if I write sin 90 plus theta, what is the value here? Cos. I said here already it is odd multiple of 90, therefore odd multiple of 90 means the function must change, so function changed. And next only sin cosec values are positive in this quadrant, that is why here only these two values are positive, the rest are all here negative. Now in the same second quadrant I am taking here 180 minus pi minus, so 180 minus. Now 180 minus means it comes under even multiple of 90, that is why we cannot use that kind of value. So directly function to same function, no change in function at all. So sine to sine, cosecant to cosecant, as it is you will get, but what should you have to take here, the direction, that is negative values you are getting. Cos value, secant, tan, cot in second quadrant they are negative, and hence here theta being acute, cos theta positive, minus into plus, the value here minus. So total answer here negative. Like this all these 4 are negative, whereas only these 2 are here positive. Now students, let us have a glance on third quadrant also. Okay. So in third quadrant, if you observe here, this is tan of 180 plus theta. This 180 plus theta we can write as pi plus theta also. Okay. Because here how are angles? These are above 90 degrees and less than how much? 3 pi by 2. Above 180 degrees and less than 270 degrees, because already we completed here 0 to 90, 90 to 180, now we are here with 180 to 270 degrees. So pi less than theta less than 3 pi by 2 implies angles are more than 180 but less than how much here? 3 pi by 2, that is 270 degrees. So more than 180 we are writing. Tan 180 plus theta, as already I said, this is even multiple of 90 degrees. So even multiple of 90 degrees plus theta comes under third quadrant and function remains the same, then again value is positive. Here also cot, function remains the same, tan cot both are positive in third quadrant and hence your answers are here positive. Whereas you observe the other 4 values, other 4 functions, they are taking what kind of values? Negative. Again you observe this theta is from where we have taken acute angle. So these 4 you are getting negative answer, whereas these 2 are here positive answers. Again in the same quadrant, third quadrant, if you use now 270 minus 3 pi by 2 minus theta, as it is odd multiple of pi by 2, therefore function must change. Again the third quadrant, therefore the value is positive. Tan cot they are taking positive answers, whereas all other 4 they are taking here negative answers. You observe here sine 3 pi by 2, odd multiple of pi by 2, so function changes. In third quadrant sine answer must be negative. In that way the other 4 also we wrote. So this one is regarding third quadrant. For example, if I want to get a value of, this is sine of 189 degrees, okay. Sine 189 degrees, this is more than 180 and we want to write as an acute angle value. So this value you can use as sine of 180 degrees plus 9, and hence now 180 degrees means it is pi and this is your theta. Therefore what is your answer here? Minus sine 9 degrees. Now you got 9 degrees means it is acute angle, so minus sign means what is the answer here? Negative answer. In that way you can make use here. Again you can observe here I used 180 plus, whereas I did not use 270 minus. The reason is answer though it is the same, but I don't want to change the function. Again symbol, you have to concentrate on 2 types of values, one is function and the other one is the symbol. So here if I use 180 it is comfortable to me, that is only I have to take care of which one here? Symbol. Function no need of changing, directly you can take care of the symbol, so directly you can write the answer in terms of acute angle. This is regarding third quadrant. Now let us enter into the fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant how are angles? The angles are 3 pi by 2, 270 less than theta less than 2 pi, that is 270 degrees to till where they are going? 360 degrees. Now all values I have taken here more than 270 and less than 360 degrees. So 270 again odd multiple of pi by 2, function changes, and moreover cos secant in fourth quadrant they are positive and the other all here negative. Your concentration has to be this side, cos of the value positive, secant of the value positive. You shouldn't observe this is sign negative, not in that way. cos of the value which is more than 3 pi by 2, that value is positive, secant value is positive. And now the other 4 functions, if you observe, with these angle 3 pi by 2 plus theta, all our other 4 answers are negative, because in fourth quadrant only cos, secant are positive answers, rest are all negative. In the same fourth quadrant, if you come across with 2 pi minus 360 degrees minus theta, and this is even multiple of 90, and therefore here 360 minus means function remains the same. Cos secant in fourth quadrant positive, therefore you got here positive answer. Whereas here all other remaining 4 values you can obtain negative answer. Understand, children? Now in this way conclusion we are giving. Finally fourth quadrant, extra one more angle is there. The fourth quadrant, if you observe, if I draw diagram, this one is our first quadrant, O here, and this is P, and this is M, a perpendicular we have taken. This is X, Y, and this one is R, and theta we have measured in anti-clockwise direction, right? And now the same OP line I am taking just here with the rotation of clockwise direction. If I rotate in clockwise direction, then what will happen here? Theta will become now minus theta. Okay, here clockwise direction, this is X here, Y. Now where it came again, this Y value, it entered into the fourth quadrant, and you know in fourth quadrant these Y values are negative. And now here if I take, this is the point P and this is our as usual R, therefore if I conclude here, this sine of minus theta, what is sine of minus theta here? You observe opposite side divided by hypotenuse, but in fourth quadrant these Y values negative, and hence we should write here minus Y by R. And this value in terms of acute angle, if I take, this is minus sin theta. So sine of minus theta, how much you got here? It is minus sin theta. Similarly, if I take cos value, cos of minus theta, what is the value? Adjacent side divided by hypotenuse, that is x divided by r, and x by r if you observe here, it's nothing but cos theta. So you got cos of minus theta equal to cos theta. Similarly, secant of minus theta equal to secant theta. Easily you can remember, as minus theta is falling in fourth quadrant, and in fourth quadrant cos secant answers are positive, rest are all here negative. In other way also, this minus can be swallowed by this cos, it can swallow the minus symbol, whereas sine, cosecant, tan, cot, they omit the minus symbol, so that you can obtain here minus sin theta. So these are roughly we have discussed about all the 4 quadrants today, children. These allied angles, this is very important. So dear students, after minus theta concept, same in fourth quadrant itself, instead of taking every time 2 pi again add addition again addition in that way, just to eliminate that one, better we can start in this way also. 2n pi minus, where n is any integer, whether positive integer or negative integer, n can be any integer you take, not only natural number, n can be any integer, even 0 also. That's why cos of minus theta, if n is 0, cos of minus theta you got cos theta, secant of minus theta secant theta. So it can be 0, positive integer or negative integer, but the same result you observe here, 2n pi minus cos value again fourth quadrant again secant. For example, if I write here cos of, it is 7 pi minus some pi by 3, understand, this 7 is not an even multiple, whereas here we require even multiple of pi, whereas 7 is odd multiple. So suppose this one is 10 pi minus pi by 3, understand. So whenever it is 10 pi minus pi by 3, then again you should not go for first quadrant value, second quadrant, like that, not necessary to write. Directly observe, this is even multiple of pi, minus pi by 3, which is of the form 2n pi minus theta, and therefore here this is your theta. So directly your answer is how much? Cos pi by 3, thereby you can write the answer as 1 by 2, 60 degrees. And if it is given as, suppose tan of, it is 8 pi plus pi by 6. If you take LCM, what is the value? Actually it is 49 pi divided by 6. So suppose if you come across these kind of values in problems, 49 pi by 6, then no need of here pi by 6 means 30, after that 49 into 30, don't calculate in that way. Just take here division, ordinary division you use, 49 divided by 6, and that is 8 times here 48, and thereby it is 1. So 49 divided by 6 extra with pi, you are writing as how much now? It is 8 pi, the quotient, plus pi divided by 6. Understand? So directly you can write in this way, thereby you can write the answer as 8 pi plus pi by 6, and hence the answer how much you can write here? Tan pi by 6, thereby it is 1 divided by root 3. So in this way, this is first quadrant I am using, because 2n pi plus theta it is. So directly positive answer you are getting. However, you are using for fourth quadrant, in the same way you can make use even in first quadrant. 2n pi plus means actually here we started from 0 and we are taking the line in this way, rotated in anti-clockwise direction, 2 pi it has come. Now again second rotation, and thereby it is now 4 pi. Again rotation, now it is 6 pi. So it is entering directly into first quadrant. That's why 2 pi plus, 4 pi plus, 6 pi plus, hence it is 2n pi plus. Here also don't here confuse, that is n value is only positive integer. N can be here positive or negative integer. Suppose you got here sine of, it is minus 2 pi plus theta if you got. Understand? N value I am taking here minus 1. Then you will get minus 2 pi plus theta. Therefore, here I have to write first of all minus common. Thereby it is 2 pi minus theta. Understand? Now it is of what form? Sine of minus theta. What is sine of minus theta? Minus sine theta. So minus sine of how much it is? 2 pi minus theta. Thereby 2 pi minus means it is under fourth quadrant. So minus into minus, what is the value? Sine theta. So you got again same answer. That's why there is no confusion whether n will be positive or negative. It will be positive, it can be positive or negative integer in these two quadrants. So this concept you can make use of. 2n pi minus means it is fourth quadrant, 2n pi plus means it is again first quadrant. Let us see some examples here, how we can reduce these into the nearest acute angles. Okay, 1080 degrees. 1080 degrees means you know clearly this value is equal to 1008 degrees means 3 into 360 degrees. So sine of here 3 into 360 degrees. Directly you got which kind of value here? It is 2 pi into 3, that means 6 pi. That means the value is nothing but sine 6 pi. Sine 6 pi value we can write it as even sine of 6 pi plus 0, and thereby this value we can use it as how much? Sine 0, and hence the answer is how much here? Sine 0 equal to 0. Therefore sine 1080, directly you got the answer as how much here? 0. Earlier you know only sine 0 is 0. Now we can develop a formula also here. In general, sine n pi if I write, okay, sine n pi if I take, n equal to 1 if I write sine pi. Sine pi means sine of pi plus 0, that is equal to how much? Minus sine 0, and that is equal to what here? Again 0. So sine pi value 0, sine 2 pi, like this you can write, sine 3 pi again here, and hence in general you can derive sine n pi value equal to how much here? 0. For any integer n belongs to here I. So sine n pi 0, and now next one is, suppose if I take cos of pi. What is cos pi value? You can write it as cos of pi plus 0. and that is equal to minus cos 0, and that is equal to how much? Minus 1. Therefore, cos pi value you got minus 1, whereas if I take cos 2 pi value, what is this cos 2 pi? I can write here 2 pi minus 0 or 2 pi plus 0, again it is how much? Cos 0, thereby it is plus 1. And observe here, this pi is a multiple of 1 and this pi is a multiple of 2. So, for multiple of 1 you got minus 1, for multiple of 2 you got plus 1, whereas here for all values you got 0, whereas here the change is coming. Hence we write here cos 3 pi also I am observing you can get minus 1, whereas cos 4 pi you will get here plus 1. So, in general you can derive as cos n pi, where n is any kind of integer, positive, negative or 0. Then this is equal to minus 1 whole to the power of n. For odd values you can observe minus 1, for even values it is plus 1. Now what about tan n pi? From these two results, sin n pi divided by cos n pi, hence tan n pi value equal to how much? 0. So finally we got one good result, that is sin n pi, tan n pi, both the values 0, whereas cos n pi equal to minus 1 whole to the power of n, which are very useful in our coming other problems also. Now let us see here the other value, that is tan 32 pi by 3. 32 pi by 3, whenever you want to calculate, don't go in the procedure pi by 3 equal to 60 degrees and after that 32 into 6, and then we have to check about the quadrants, not necessary all those. Just here divide 32 divided by 3. What is 32 divided by 3? Just have a glance here. This is 3 10 times and this one is 32. So you got 32 by 3 equal to 10 plus 2 by 3, right students? And now I will take this value multiple by pi. So this is multiply by pi, 32 pi by 3 equal to 10 pi plus 2 pi by 3. And now tan function, if you take tan 32 pi by 3 equal to tan of 10 pi plus 2 pi by 3. And now here what is 10 pi value? This 10 pi value is nothing but 2n pi type, okay. 2n pi type means it comes again into first quadrant kind of values. So this is of the term 2n pi plus theta. So I am writing as tan of 2 pi by 3. What is 2 pi by 3? This is a proper fraction, whereas here this is improper. Whenever you observe improper fraction, better convert in mixed fraction, thereby the simplification part is very easy. And this value you know clearly it is tan of pi minus pi by 3, and hence the answer minus tan pi by 3. Therefore what is our value? Minus root 3. Okay students, so in this way it is very easy to calculate. Again I told you, one step you have to just calculate in the mind and other step you have to write on paper. And next example, secant of minus 365 degrees. Whenever these minus symbols are coming extra, first you have to make use of the formula secant of minus theta before you split this one as 360 plus 5. So first it is secant of minus theta formula we have to calculate. What is secant of minus theta? The secant of minus theta is nothing but how much here? Secant theta. Just now we observed this is secant theta because it is falling in fourth quadrant. So secant of minus theta is secant theta. Therefore secant of minus 365 degrees equal to how much? Secant of 365 degrees. Now the nearest value you have to observe. What are the nearest values means? 180 plus, 180 minus, 360 plus, 360 minus, because we observed in 4 quadrants those are comfortable values. Now 365 means how to write? This is 360 degrees plus how much it is? 5. So this is falling in which quadrant? Again it is falling in first quadrant because it is of the form 2n pi plus theta. So what is the answer? It is secant 5 degrees. Understand? So now like this here the larger values, that means which are not acute, you can convert them simply by using all those allied angles. You can convert in again an acute angle, moreover the smallest acute angle. Similarly, let us take this example, cosecant of minus 1083 degrees. Now first again you have to observe this is of what form? Cosecant of minus theta. So cosecant of minus theta, what is our formula? Minus cosecant theta. First every time you have to take care of the minus symbol, then only we have to start actual procedure. Now 1083, what is the nearest multiples of 2 pi? So 360 degrees, you know here 360 into 3, that is how much? 1080. Therefore, we write this value as minus cosecant 3 into 360 degrees and plus leftover is how much here? 3 degrees. That is the leftover. Now 1080 plus 3, this is 2 pi and this one is 3. So 3 into 2 pi means it is 6 pi. Therefore, it comes under the concept of 2n pi plus theta. Now cosecant 2n pi plus, it is what is the value? First quadrant model. So minus cosecant 3 degrees. Got the answer? So this is minus of cosecant 3 degrees. Cosecant 3 degrees being positive, minus into plus, finally the answer you got negative answer. And next one is 45 pi by 4. So 45 by 4, just here however we did for this problem, in that way you complete this 45 by 4. So what is that 45 by 4? It is a mixed fraction. So I am converting, sorry, it is an improper fraction. So I am converting it into mixed fraction. 10 times if I take, not 11 times if I take 44 here, 1 here. Therefore, we can write the value as, that is 45 pi by 4, I am writing as how much here? 11 pi plus pi divided by 4. Okay students. Now what about here? Cot function you have to consider. Now while taking cot function here, observe cot 45 pi by 4 equal to, this is equal to cot of, how much we got now? The value 11 pi plus how much we got? The leftover is pi by 4. Understand? But what about here 11 pi? It is not an even multiple of pi, it is an odd multiple of pi. So I reduced the nearest even multiple of pi, that is 10 pi plus again pi plus pi by 4. Okay. So now let us take this entire value as our theta. Okay students. Now this is of what form? 2n pi plus theta. So 2n pi plus theta means you got exactly the formula, that is cot of, instead of theta we have here pi plus pi by 4. Okay. So pi plus pi by 4, again it is falling in which quadrant? Third quadrant. 180 plus. 180 plus means third quadrant, and therefore in third quadrant, moreover this is what? 180 degrees, and therefore it is same function. Third quadrant cot values are positive, therefore this answer how much you got now? Cot pi by 4. Pi by 4 means 180 by 4, 45 degrees, and thereby the answer how much it is? 1. So dear students, like this here, whatever largest values you are coming across, every time it is very easy to you to convert them in terms of acute angles. So dear students, just take care of whatever formulae today completely we have discussed. These are very important, very important means don't understand that these will be coming directly into IIT advanced exam, not like that. Important in the sense means you have to use all these not only in mathematics as well as in physics also. That is why the concept part is very important. So just go through all these once again till you got complete confidence. Okay, again we will meet tomorrow. After the class, just have a glance again the same values and practice well and good. Tomorrow we will be coming with some more examples on allied angles. Till the time, thank you so much.